Hey, folks. Morning. Me again. Me over here today. Hey, how you doing? It's Monday. You know, setting myself up for success this week. I brought lunch and breakfast today. Who knew you could eat both of those meals? Do I feel good? No. Did I chug an applesauce pouch full of sea moss? Yes. Is that probably the cause of my troubles? Absolutely. It was like licking the side of a fish tank, just slimy and, oh, I can't talk about it. But you know, if you're just trying to like nutrient max like me, it's probably the route to go. Good morning, Miss Princess, LJ, Shady, Ducky, Doug, Ashley, Lori. Lori, you can absolutely have some of my lunch. I've been buying like a pound of tofu edamame salad from Erewhon and then divvying it up for the week and bringing a little like microwavable brown rice cup. Hell yeah. Good morning, Kurt Levin. I think that's so funny. Gary. Thor is good. He's great. He's living the life. He is so tiny that we had to put chicken wire up on the fence because he's like so little he'll fit through the like slats of the fence. What did I do this weekend? This is actually a really funny story. I was out on Saturday during the day. One of my friends is a DJ. He was playing a DJ set. We went to go support. And, you know, we're having a good time there. They do Aperol spritzes on tap. So naturally, I'm keen to participate in that. I run into one of Luca's friends, like one of his frat brothers, someone like we're talking. He's like, oh, what do you do for work? I'm like, oh, you know, I'm at TMZ. And he's like, oh, you know Luca? I'm like, do I know Luca? You know Luca? That's like, come on, that's like my cousin, that's Luca. And he's like, dude, that's my frat brother. So I was like, okay, you know what we have to do? We have to FaceTime him right now. And I couldn't get a hold of him, so I was like, dude, how do I get people's attention? Work emergency. So I just text him, hey, work emergency. He is in the Michael Jackson movie, packed theater. He gets out of the theater and calls me. He's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong? And I was like, I'm with your frat brother. We freaking love you, man. And yeah, I had to write an apology letter this morning. Luca, there's a coffee on me today. Anything you want out of the energy drink vending machine. That's my bad. Yeah. You know, it happens to the best of us. Aperol spritzes. Somebody thought I said apple spritz. Did you ever remember, I don't know who did it, there was like an apple liqueur that I obviously didn't drink as a child, but I saw adults drinking, and I thought that like apple martinis, like when I got older, I'd be like in the club in like pump heels drinking an apple martini. And that hasn't happened yet for me, so. No, not Crown Apple. It was like, it looked like the, you know like the DKNY apple perfume?
Weirdly, I might know.
This perfume, there's like a liquor that reminds me of this. Let me, Y2K apple liquor. Charles, you know? That liquor, an apple teeny. You ever have an apple teeny? I just didn't, I thought as an adult that I'd be having a lot of those. I have yet to have one. No, but like they don't make them like that anymore. No, because now with the Maha movement, they don't do like the neon green drinks like that anymore. Thanks, RFK Jr. Can't get my apple teeny. Yeah, because look how neon green this thing is. You can't get that anymore. They're doing no more artificial dyes. I want a drink that glows under a UV light.
Don't they make natural green color?
That a green color like that is not natural. No, not natural. Luca versus Talia Ballroom TMZ cage match battle for status. Holy buzzword central. Now we know Luca went to see Michael. Yeah, spoiler alert. I'm gonna go see Devil Wears Prada 2 this weekend. My Mimi said she loved it so much that she would pay for my ticket to go see it. So obviously I gotta take her up on that offer. Charles is going crazy. Charles doesn't like you. What? Thank you for telling me shit I already knew. Like, come on. Oh, happy May the 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. I'm calling out sick on Wednesday.
Yeah, no, I know they
Happy May the 4th. Anakin? Happy May the 4th. Oh. God.
Yeah, so because I think
Oh my God. Somebody said, I bet Vegas will have it in the candy store drink place. You're talking about Sugar Factory. And I totally bet they have that. It's like, if you go on a date with a guy, though, to Sugar Factory, and he orders, like, an apple teeny or, like, one of those goblets with the dry ice and the candy in it, immediately we're not dating. If you are at Sugar Factory with a man, that is your first problem, number one. There's nothing, if you order, as a man, I'm just letting you guys know, or even as a woman, as a person, if you are ordering a goblet drink of liquor with a lollipop in it, you gotta evaluate your life, okay?
no, for sure.
Oh, it's the Met Gala tonight? Duh. I'm really excited. Costume as art. I was talking, Georgia, my roommate works in fashion, and she was an art major. And so I feel like tonight is her Super Bowl, and I'm really excited to see her opinions and, you know, her whole take on everything. I'm so curious to see, like, are there protests? Who doesn't show up? Who shows up in a crazy outfit? Rumors that Lady Gaga's meat dress is on reserve. I don't know. Oh my God, Lori Lanny, let's do it. She goes, Talia, let's get a green drink, no dudes, Sugar Factory. We'll get good photos, girls' day only. Yeah. Oh, lightning bugs and luminous fish have that natural glow in that green color. So you probably have to cut open a lightning bug into your apple teeny. That actually sounds kind of fire. Hey, Diamond Gem Girl. Yeah, Lori said boo Bezos. A lot of people are protesting Bezos' involvement, saying like Amazon makes donations to the Trump administration, which funds ICE. So I am curious to see, are there people who show up on the carpet in active protest? Are there people outside booing? Yeah. Zendaya not attending, true. But Law Roche, Zendaya's stylist, is also styling Lauren Sanchez. Slippery slope. Hi, Broken Glass. It's an awesome name. I was also saying, this weekend I got really emotional over the Kentucky Derby. It was just beautiful to me. I love horse racing, and I love watching those wild beasts run free in a track, in a circle. And I got to thinking about some horse names, some good names for a racehorse, because their names are cheeky. Like, So Happy, that's such a good name for a horse. Here goes So Happy. So drop what your horse's name would be in the chat. Mine would probably be like, I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, like American Express. Come on. You could get backed by the credit card company. The horse is from America. He's fast. He's taking the express lane. American Express. It's so fire. Right? Like Hot Dog, great horse name also. All the horses' names are like the most ridiculous names ever. It's like Idiot Sandwich is like the horse. You're like, dude, what? I don't even know. There was Almost Friday posted like best craziest horses names. I'll read you some. Best Kentucky Derby horse names in history. A girl in my sorority is like part of the family that like owns Secretariat, and that was like her personality trait, which was like crazy. Okay, here's a list of some of the best names. It's like seriously my favorite thing. Okay, let's get here. My Dad George, Bold Lad, Millennium Wind, Falsetto, like Corn Off the Cob. Come on, dude, these are so good. Trouble Brewing, Crimson Satan. These are nuts. Sandman, Gun Runner. I wouldn't even know what I would do because there's so many names I would want to name the horse. Blue Swords. Come on. I feel like I'd have to do something cheeky. What would you name a horse?
I've been trying to come up with one for the last 5 minutes, and I cannot.
I love that. Somebody said naysayer. That's so good. Hot diggity. Ashley said Ashley the Stallion. That's good. Jim Bob. Yeah, Golden Tempo one. That's a really good. I love that vision. Like the golden tempo of him running down the track. Yeah. May the Schwartz be with you. Yeah, it's from Spaceballs. So good. I had this character I wrote in a sketch, and his name was Emmanuel Moneybags. And I think Emmanuel Moneybags is a sick name for a horse. Like, come on. Here comes E Moneybags. Oh, my other one was L-I-R-R, but it's L.I, the word double, and then R. L-I-R-R. Long Island Railroad, baby. L-I-R-R. He's coming down the track. The train is coming down the track. Yeah. I feel like maybe I should get a second job, like a side gig calling horse races. I got that uncle-esque cadence for it.
Just the
Come on through. I mean, yeah. Silver Bullet. So badass. That's so funny. Because, like, oh, a donkey is an ass. Sassy Hooves, Rowdy Boy, and Cricket. Donna Puckett. Those are good horses' names. Behooved? Genius, Corey. That was quick thinking. Superstar, long time. Yeah. Emmanuel Moneybags is just like so top tier to me because it's so deeply personal, but I think American Express, Fancy and I were talking about that one, and it's just so good. Let me give you a little rundown of what we're doing today. Scotty P, it's like we're just chopping it up and having fun before we get into the meat and potatoes. Let's see here, TMZ Live. Let me give you a little rundown of what we're doing today. Talking about Met Gala, obvi. A little Olivia Wilde. I don't know if you saw that video where her eyes look like they're popping out of their head. As somebody with a large ocular asset, I feel for her because there are times when there's been photos taken of me and I do look alien-esque, and that's okay. It's cool, you know. Spencer Pratt, talking a little Nick Cannon. Seen something about a cruise ship on here. I'm nervous. Oh, whoa, hantavirus? There's like an outbreak of a virus. I'm so scared of boats.
I don't go on cruise ships, so.
I'm really scared of boats. I'm also, though, I just have really, like, I don't want my food to be on that boat. I want it to come, like, from the source. You know what I mean? I would love to go on, like, a food cruise where it's, like, you go maybe, like, around the Mediterranean. It's, like, you catch the fish off the boat and eat it that night. I'd love to do a food, or, like, you visit the farm and get the cheese and then get back on the boat and make a meal with it. I don't want it to be in a fridge on the ship kitchen, if that makes any sense. I want, like, we're catching lobsters with our hands on my cruise. There's also a rumor that's not a rumor that Jacob and Charlie are at the White House today. Concerning? Yeah. Exciting? For sure. Heart racing? Yup. FOMO? 1000%. It's my dream to, and pardon my, expletives here, it's my dream to poop in the White House. I want to be one of those people, you know? I want to do, if you don't know, I do have a independent TikTok page where I do like sketch comedy. I do some, bathroom reviews on college campuses, just some things to like help better the community for sure. And I did a series in college of like best one-stall bathrooms on the University of Georgia's campus. And I'd like to do that in the White House. And so I hope Jacob and Charlie maybe vlog their experiences. Yeah. Did I roll my hair again overnight? No, this is my natural hair. Slept with it wet. No biggie though. Galloping Genius. Such a good name. But yeah, isn't it so fun? Like we could do a Mad Libs, just horses' names. Like it's one of those like Facebook posts that your like great aunt reposts. That's like your birth month and the day you were born is your Kentucky Derby name. And it's like Lucky Stallion. And you're like, okay. Tina Draco's, did Talia just say she wants to use the bathroom at the White House? I think I need to check my audio. No, you're loud and clear, sister. Yeah. Oh my God, Robert Bruno goes, your college days are over, move on. Okay, I'm moving on to White House bathrooms. I feel like I couldn't make that any more clear. Oh, Sean Robert said, my kitten had her morning zoomies. God, I love animals. I'm seeing like a lot of Kodak Black for president in the chat. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, come on. Hey, morning. Yeah, take your time. Just hanging out. If you had a horse, what would you name it in the Kentucky Derby, Anakin? Shadow Fast? Shadow Fast? All right, I love that. Oh, my other one was Glue Factory. Glue Factory, the horse. Gelatin. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, yeah, I like that. The cheekier they are, like the more like horseshoe. Yeah, it's good. Like big shoes to fill. We looked up those requirements. It can't be anything vulgar. It can't be more than 18 letters. It can't be like there's really specific like qualifications to how you can name the horse. Yeah. Hot glue. So good. So good. Hot glue. God, y'all are evil. I'm trying to think what else is good. It's just such a fun game to play. I don't know what else. I'm like looking around for inspo. I like naysay. Naysayer. That was cheeky. Break a leg? Oh my god, no. It's really funny though. Oh, martini shot is a good one. Like in film, like the last shot of the day is the martini shot. And I think that'd be a really good name for a horse. Martini shot.
Is that a real term?
Yeah. You never heard that? Probably because we are on this set. And it's not a movie, folks. Yeah, it's a little less glamorous in journalism. Yeah, on a movie. It's like martini shot, and then the one right before is, what's the name for the penultimate shot? Name for the penultimate shot in a film. There's some like really strange lingo. Oh, the Abby Singer shot. Yeah, and the final is the martini shot. Martini shot. I'm writing that. I'm sending that to Fancy right now. Lauren Stern. Here we go. Horse named Martini shot. Okay, glad I got that out of my subconscious. Vanessa Joe, what is your question? I didn't see yours. The chat's moving fast. The chat's moving fast. Vanessa, I'm digging for your question. I can't see it. I don't know. 2 weeks, Gabe won $60 on a horse named No More Ding Dongs. Fair enough. Talia did the best moonwalk on Friday. Looked just like MJ. Thank you. Looked just like MJ? Okay. Monique said she's naming her horse Hot Charles. I'm just reading the chat. That's what Monique said she would name her Kentucky Derby horse. I said I would name mine Martini Shot or American Express. Hot Charles coming around the track. And he's in last place, obviously.
Really?
Yep.
Seems like a front runner.
No. They're taking him to the Glue Factory after, which is the other name of my third horse that I own. Glue Factory. Glue Factory's in the lead. Did you cry at the Kentucky Derby this year?
Honestly?
Yeah. I did. I got so, right? It's like the weirdest thing because first of all, I have no money, so I'm not betting. I have no stake. I know nothing about it. I don't know any of these people, nor do I care about them.
I literally only tune in for the Triple Crown races.
Yeah.
And inevitably some story they tell you behind.
It's beautiful.
It's not by accident. Like, there's always, they got to put one of those horses in that has some incredible story behind it.
Yeah.
The owners, wife
the
died.
female trainer is the first in history, and the guy and his brother
I
got
didn't-
first and
I didn't care about
second.
that. I didn't care.
What?
No, I was all about So Happy.
You were all about So Happy?
Yeah, I had a bundle on So Happy.
Oh, God.
And I'm not so happy after.
Not so happy after that. But
Definitely
yeah,
not so happy.
Golden Tempo is such a good name for a horse. Hey, morning, Harvey.
And yet you didn't pick the 23-1 shot.
How are you?
What? We're talking about what we would name our horses in the Kentucky Derby. We were doing a recap about how beautiful that race was.
If I were naming a horse in the Kentucky Derby, wanting to be the leader of the pack, right?
Yeah.
I would name him Kiss My Ass.
First of all, one, uncreative. Two, we looked up the rules. No expletives are allowed.
The ass is not really a...
You can't say that on...
Kiss my butt.
All right, that's a good one. Nice. I'm going with Glue Factory, Martini Shot, or American Express.
I like mine. Okay.
Sure you do.
Are you ready? What are we doing?
Ooh, somebody said Harvey, you should be giddy up and gossip.
What are we doing here, guys?
Cheeky. Cheeky, y'all.
Anybody in the booth?
Bless you.
What are we doing? Okay, you ready to go?
Any lunch preference today?
Huh?
Any lunch?
No, I'm gonna do my own today.
All right, no worries. Happy Monday.
I was, yeah, I know now. Okay. What are we doing as D1?
Making the rant. You don't see the actual rant? Kind of interesting.
So just so you know,
Folks. Monday for sure in this corner. It sucks because I'm so like amped today. I'm in a really good mood. I'm vlogging. I don't know. I feel like this might not be good. But you know, it's okay. We're gonna figure, hey, you are more than what happens in your office. It's an affirmation I've been telling myself in the mornings. You know? And if anyone was wondering, the last Tdap vaccine I got was in 2008. I was just doing some research on my vaccination history. I'm meeting a baby this week, and he's like a week old, so you gotta be vaxxed up for that. Yeah.
where,
Somebody said, Talia, be careful. If he doesn't choose lunch, he is on the warpath. Folks, we are in the eye of the
so
storm.
is it gonna air? Talk to, Hills.
Somebody asked if I'm drinking out of a science bottle. No, folks.
For money.
Out of a beaker?
A bottle like that.
That's really funny.
I needed money.
I gotta bring like a big beaker to work, like a science potion with my apple teeny in it. Test tube. You ever take a test tube shot in like New Orleans? Yeah, same.
You never know what's in those things.
You never know what's in them, and the women like put them in it. Guys, between that and the sea moss, I'm like not feeling too good. Oh,
Tell my mic.
have I ever? Oh, I haven't actually heard the new Madonna Sabrina Carpenter song yet. Just moving this way. I'm in my skirt from Barcelona. Yeah, I traveled the world. Well, now that Spirit Airlines is done, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be staying in LA for the foreseeable future. Hope you guys don't miss me in New York, because I'm never coming home. It got too expensive. Maybe I should start a new airline that's like $3 like Greyhound bus with wings. Yeah, but I don't want my name attached to it. That's how bad it's gonna be. Block Air. Nah, that's too also associated to me. It's gotta be like See, I wish American Airlines didn't exist. It'd be like American Express Air. My horse is flying the plane.
The credit card company. might
Oh
have a
my
problem.
God! Wait, a horse. A horse named Trank. That's cheeky. What am I drinking? It's just cold brew and malk. M-A-L-K. Malk. Yeah. Talia looks older than 23. Thank you. I need to make a Botox appointment. Clock is a ticket, folks. And then to follow up with that, Talia should be a model. Awesome. Pick a side, guys. Pick a side.
Yeah, best of both worlds.
Can we get a poll in the chat? Where in my face should I get injected first? Gary said happy birthday. My birthday is July 19th. So thanks. Trank Airlines. Can we just put you out and take you to your destination? Wait, I'd pay so much money to have somebody do that to me. Like cryo sleep. And you just like go to bed and...
Anesthesia, just your way through the flight. Oh,
Dude, I
sign
would...
me up.
Oh my God. If I could get on a plane, get knocked out, and wake up in Hanoi, it would be the greatest day of my life.
I would fly.
Trank Air? Oh my God. Do you agree though? Like imagine if you could just get knocked out and wake up in Cabo. You don't have to deal with all the...
I sleep like pretty low on planes.
I don't.
Do you drink before?
No.
Do you smoke a good... Do you smoke?
Yes.
I smoke, like, I face 2 blunts and, like, drink. So when I get on the flight, I'm knocked out.
Really?
On my flight to London, I was up for maybe 3 hours out of the 10.5-hour flight.
Sometimes I'll, like, take an edible on a plane where it's legal, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But then I get scared. Then
Of what?
I'm like, I'm in the air. I'm like,
I'm in the air.
I'm like, nothing's on the ground right now. I'm just up in here.
No, I really only woke up for my meals because I was first class. There's no way I'm missing out on the meals.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm
Okay,
knocked
first class
out.
flex.
Bitch, we're not flying to London unless we're... That's
I
a
can't
long
really.
flight.
I flew to Italy on a 232. I was the
232.
I was
Were you in
the
the third?
middle of
Oh.
the 3 in like the third to last row.
Oh.
11 hours. Nobody speaks English.
Did you know the people sitting next to you at least
No,
so
I
you
flew by
could lean
myself.
on them?
I flew alone. I knew not a lick of Italiano.
That is the
except
worst case
Parmigiano
scenario.
Reggiano and Ciao Bella and Principessa. Those are the only Italian words I know because gabagool, that's all we speak on Long Island. And it was hell. I had no Wi-Fi. I didn't I was like, oh, I'm gonna sleep the whole flight. No. I told them, I was like, hey, I want like the gluten-free meal. Woke up, big old ravioli on my seat. Didn't eat the 11 hours. I have the worst anxiety too. I'm masked up the full time. It builds character though.
It does. Good job. I cannot do 10. Now people think I'm a druggie. I don't
No,
think
you're
2
fine.
blunts is before a 10-hour flight is druggie. Ryan, what do you think? 2 blunts to the face before a 10-hour flight? Does that make me a druggie? No, I said
can't
it.
answer
Does that make me a druggie? He said no.
They're all saying no.
Yeah.
Talia,
TMZ Airlines.
Do you have any plans for Cinco de Mayo?
I'm going to see my new baby cousin. He is 1 week old.
Oh.
Really excited.
All right. The bottles of milk and
Yeah.
bottles of tequila.
Exactly. We're going ounce for ounce.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Sounds-
formula margarita.
Corey, you
I
got any
should.
plans for Cinco de Mayo?
I got Chipotle last night, but I should have waited.
Until Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
You ready? You got Brendan on
Part of my step here, folks.
A1.
Here we go.
Brendan, you ready? Email.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Britney Spears has cut a plea deal in her DUI case. And on one level, she's getting a big break because she's not going to be convicted of drunk driving. But on another level, Britney Spears is in some peril during the next 12 months.
Because a lot of things, she's going to be essentially on probation for the 12 months, and there are very strict conditions that she must follow, some of which we know
she's having problems
are in
with.
opposition to how she's led her life for a long time.
A couple of things in particular. One is that, look, Britney has had substance abuse issues. It's why she went to rehab recently, although people
One of the
around her,
reasons.
felt it should have been way longer than it was. It was about 17, 18 days. But one of the things she's done is she's gone down to Mexico to get Adderall. And we've known this for a long time now. One of the conditions is she cannot possess any drug without a valid prescription.
And they can, by the way, they can actually perform raids, as it were, to search to make sure that she does not, that she's adhering to that term. That
Search
she
her
is-
car.
Right.
And if she has any of those pills in that car, or they find her with pills in any other location for whatever reason, that could violate her probation. That's when judges sentence people to jail, when they're cut a break and they violate the break. And I'm not saying she's going to do this, but, you know, she's
For
got...
someone who's had substance issues and only went to rehab, as we said, for 2.5 weeks, it's not uncommon that there are relapses. And in this case, because she's under such strict conditions, those relapses could lead to jail time. Now, there are some things that I think they put in place that I think the people around her who said that she needed help, that they will be very happy with. The fact that she has to go to a psychologist twice a month, or is it twice a week?
I think it's twice a month.
Twice a month,
Twice a
yeah,
month.
that she's got to go to the psychologist. And then she also has to see a psychiatrist regularly.
So, you know, this is something that was in place during the conservatorship, but when the conservatorship ended, the structure ended.
Right.
And that set her on a path that ended up in court. I mean, that's kind of what happened.
Another interesting thing that came out from all of this is that we were talking about is the prescription drugs, right? Like, so she can't be in possession of drugs without the actual prescription. As we've reported over the years, like, she has to...
Those
or
trips
she
to
would take those
Mexico
trips to
can't happen
Mexico.
anymore.
Right.
Well, they can go to Mexico. You can go to Mexico. She just can't
go to
get
the
drugs
pharmacy.
there.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, I mean, look, we've talked about this with stars, you know, over the years, that sometimes people don't want to be on probation because it is dicey that you violate any law. I mean, if she violates traffic laws, especially because this was a drunk driving case, that could put her in jeopardy. So even though on the surface it feels like, you know, this is, you know, a great break for Britney, it really, as we said at the beginning, it really comes with some
And it
considerable
means she's going to have to
perils.
toe the line, which I think the people around her who were concerned should be very happy with. It's probably the best thing that could happen, right? Because now they can say to her, you really got to watch what you're doing because you're going to end up in jail.
Right.
Well,
Hi, my name is Bella Baskin. I'm located in Woodland Hills, California. I think I can speak for the majority of Britney fans when I say that I think I'm glad she's getting a chance to course correct her misconduct. I don't think anyone wants to see Britney in jail. She's been through so much already, and I think everyone just wants to see her get the help she needs and thrive and be happy. I think that as time goes on, it becomes more evident that the Free Britney movement was really ignorant to the severity of her mental health struggles. I do believe she's been struggling with her mental health and her addiction for many years. And while I don't think a conservatorship is necessary, I do think she needs help. And I think that
But how do you?
is
I want to
So how
stop
do
you and
you
ask
sort
you,
of-
if you're saying that the Free Britney movement was off base because they didn't consider her mental illness, which is true,
Correct.
then how do you address that
How
without
do you
a
enforce it
conservatorship?
without the conservator? Right.
Well, I think these are going to be serious consequences for her. You know, I hope that this is a wake-up call for her and that she really takes these consequences seriously and course corrects. And hopefully this is that chance that she needs to make change.
Ultimately, this case becomes the closest thing to structure that Britney has had since the conservatorship. Now, she doesn't have to adhere to the things that the court said, but if she doesn't, she knows what the consequences are.
Yeah, but you know, I will say, when you say hopefully she'll see the light and follow the rules, that's kind of harsh because she has a mental illness and it's not her fault. And that's one of the reasons they created a conservatorship, because she can't. And to say hopefully she sees the light, that's the problem that led to the conservatorship.
Right.
So I think that's kind of harsh. Did we put in the post about the psychiatrist?
Excuse me, guys. Derek.
I thought we did.
I didn't see it.
Twice a month. Got it.
Did we do the psychiatrist and the psychiatrist?
All right. Ready? Rolling? So she has to see a psychologist once a week. What is it? Once a week and a psychologist twice a month. Okay. So she has to see a psychologist once a week and a psychiatrist twice every month.
Hey, now, man. So, but then I guess that's the issue. What's our system here that something like that could be overlooked? Who is reading the minute order and responsible?
Somebody said, what
for looking at that
is
against
exactly
the
her
post
mental
that was up?
illness? Yeah.
I mean, who is responsible?
Hey, how you doing? Happy belated birthday?
Would you? Oh, thank you.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
How did you celebrate?
We did a nice dinner with the
Great,
family. Carter
great.
dressed up in a full three-piece suit.
That's so cute.
Why?
My brother used to love doing stuff like that.
He
Full
really-
suit, rain boots.
He got the memo, dude. He got the
Dude, it's legit.
Nixie had a soccer game, you know, still dad.
Just celebrating. What's your favorite food? Like birthday dinner, dream
So
meal?
I'm more of a dessert guy. My favorite
yeah.
absolute must on my birthday is a key lime pie. So we hooked it up. Got it.
From anywhere in particular?
We like this place called Fat and Flour, which is like delicious.
Yeah, it's a good
Which some
name.
people find that name disgusting. I was like,
Wait,
then
that
you don't
sounds
like dessert.
delicious.
They know what they're doing.
That's
with
all I
pies.
want is
Your
fat and
birthday's coming
flour.
up?
It was on
was-
Saturday.
Oh,
On
happy birthday,
Saturday.
Derek.
So much.
How old did you turn?
46.
Damn, you look good.
Wrong side of them 40.
Happy 30th birthday, Derek.
Yeah, you look good.
Happy 30th birthday. That's so funny. Does any...
Thanks to Wanda. That's that Florida blood. We got that Florida blood together.
I'm crying.
That Florida blood.
Well preserved.
People, oh,
Devin's
there goes
got his,
Garbage McGee.
Salad
We don't
getting
get
ready.
we don't get garbage fired.
He's in a bad mood today.
People are wondering if Britney was ever on methadone.
Methadone is what weans you off of
Of drugs.
Of drugs.
hard opiates.
Yeah.
I never heard
I don't
that.
know if she was on hard
No,
opiates.
I bet she was not. I don't know.
Would you tell the winch?
Somebody said,
I don't think you
do you...
Do we have any guests today?
do.
No, Busy Phillips just read our message but hasn't responded.
We should figure something out, even if it's not going to be this, to get somebody on the show. We should not be doing a show without a guest. Fuck. Okay.
Well, as you can see, it is the most fashionable day in entertainment. I mean,
Please.
we're ready for the Met Gala. Thankfully, no one has ever even thought about inviting us, but yes, in just a couple of hours.
I would decline.
Of course.
As do many people these days.
Yes, and there are a lot who are going to be declining this year because they don't like who's
Throwing the party.
who's throwing the party, who's hosting by way of a very generous donation. That would be Jeff and Lauren Bezos. And a lot of people don't like the conspicuous consumption that comes with being a multi-billionaire. And so they have decided...
What was the first clue? Taking over Venice for a wedding?
You consider that conspicuous consumption?
Yeah, just a little.
Yes, there are a lot of people who are upset that with Bezos' association with the Met Gala, and so they have decided not to go. In fact, big names that people look for every year on that walking up those stairs, including Zendaya.
Well, you know the one that I find the most interesting is Meryl Streep, because The Devil Wears Prada 2 just
You would
came
think
out.
that she's a lock, that
Right,
she would have been
that
there
she would
this
have been
year.
there, and she generally doesn't go to these, but still,
But
this is a
year,
different year.
you would have thought.
But she ain't going. And part of this is just the optics. I mean, there is there was a big sign outside the Metropolitan Museum, which said, welcome to Amazon country, and they have a worker peeing in a
Yeah, in a bucket.
In a bucket, and they're saying this is kind of the way things are right now.
Yeah, look, there's a big boycott, obviously. They're pushing back against the Bezos. There's labor practices people have issues with Amazon and so forth. What I don't understand is the Metropolitan Museum of Art is all about patronage from wealthy people. That's how the arts stay alive. He is a guy who stroked a massive check. This is always an event that is opulent, grand.
Right.
It's
so
part of
this
that tradition.
seems
What
a
is different
little-
about this year?
Right.
Why is he so polarized?
Gas
What's
prices
the
are
difference?
$4.39.
We've
There
been
are
in wars
always-
before
there are
during the
always
Met
people
Gala.
struggling in America every year that the Met Gala happens.
So why is he so uniquely
this-
anathema to people?
Because this comes up a lot that, people do say it's Marie Antoinette territory.
Yeah.
It is, but it is every year. And people are suffering every year.
I think the Bezoses change it some.
Why?
Because I think they've been polarizing for a lot of people in the country, that they've been, Bernie Sanders uses Jeff Bezos as an example of what needs to change in the country. And I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but I'm saying he is a polarizing figure, and they flaunt their and they
He's become the avatar for the billionaire
So
class.
the only
Yes.
thing that's different is that you have a face you can put to it. The Met Gala is always out of touch from most of society, right?
But that's behind the scenes, maybe, and this is the poster child for the billionaire
But now
class.
you have a poster child to say, oh, it's him.
A poster child who has a $500 million yacht and took over Venice.
Why do you think the arts exist?
so
How do you
what?
think the patronage for the arts
Guess
works?
what?
Why we have ballets? Why
Almost
we have art
everyone there
museums?
is incredibly wealthy.
But you're acting like I'm taking a side, and I'm not. I'm just saying,
Yes,
why
you're
are
definitely taking
no,
a side.
I'm saying, why are people looking at this? Why are they animated more this year?
Yeah.
And it's because he is very in-your-face wealthy.
Yes.
And it's different than when the Met Gala throws it and there's no face to it.
Right.
And there's a face to this one. And, if it were Bill Gates would be a whole other issue, but at least...
he would not have been... They wouldn't take his check this year, I don't think.
But without that, because he was giving so much money away, and he's not like opulent the way Jeff Bezos is.
But
might have been
Bezos
different.
gives away a lot of money also.
But he
not
also has a
saying he
mega yacht
doesn't.
with Lauren at the mast or whatever, or on the front prow or whatever it is. So, rubs people the wrong way.
I'm Aracel, I'm from New York City, and I think it's a big disappointment for a lot of these girls who we know are gonna bring it, and celebrities who we know deliver on theme not to be a part, but at the same time you can't really blame them, because although it always is super opulent, I think just being associated with a name like Bezos, especially now, I feel like it would be hard to escape the kind of critique that could come along with that. So it's a disappointment as a fan, but at the same time, you understand not wanting to be, I don't know, I guess, invisible support of something other than what the Met Gala is about, which is, the garments, the fashion, giving back to the Met, which a lot of people don't usually associate it with anyway.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that
Giving
it's a
back,
charity event, essentially.
People don't realize that.
It looks like she's got a couple of options there to go tonight.
Looks like it to me. Okay. What are we doing now? Do you have any idea for...
A lot of people saying,
the problem with Reality Steve is...
Wouldn't
we
wanna be
should
a billionaire.
confirm this before we put him on.
it's a rich people party,
I know, but
America's
I don't wanna put him
struggling.
on
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, though. If I was invited, I probably wouldn't turn it down, I'm not gonna lie. But I understand the people feeling conflicted. I wouldn't want to be a billionaire. Slate said, my costume won't be ready till tomorrow, so I won't be going to the Met Gala. Understood. Thanks for clarifying. These billionaires would get a lot of public favor if they invested a decent portion of their wealth doing humanitarian aid. I agree. But I also do firmly believe that fashion is inherently political. I know that might be a hot take, where people are like, no, it's just the art. It's just art. But fashion is an art form that reflects what's going on in society. And I think that's, a fair thing to say. So for people to be like, no, but it should be about the clothes. It should be about the clothes. It's never been just about the clothes. You watch The Devil Wear Prada. You know that color blue was chosen for you. Little wisdom for your Monday here. Talia, you look like the type that would go for attention. Okay, correct. Like I would. That's not a bad thing. Talia needs to be a correspondent for the Met Gala next year. Let someone know. The Met Gala is a benefit, yes, but I don't know how many people like know that. I feel like no, they don't make that like a key pillar of the night. Yeah. And now it's like a lot of influencers are going, a lot of the crowd has really shifted over the years. What's going on over there? The theme this year is costume as art. I don't know. I'm scared. I remember the year that it was like camp. I was really excited. I thought it was going to be like so good. And boy, was I let down tremendously. So really hoping that people bring in their A game this year. I hope that there's somebody does kind of like a perio clown kind of like commentary outfit on like circus and society and costume and fabric. If that makes any sense at all. I hope so. I hope people come ridiculous. That's I think because costume as art is so like interesting in general, but I also feel like this time in history, like circus and clown and pomp and circumstance and Marie Antoinette, it's like everything all the time. So curious to see what people do with that. But if you have a perio clown costume, let me know.
Anakin.
MC Light.
Oh, God. Unbelievable.
All right. Well, a very interesting voice has entered the ongoing debate about GLP-1s, drugs like Ozempic, about whether or not this is cheating if you take this, if you use these drugs. We've talked about this for months, but I think Ashley Graham's voice is necessary in this debate.
She's not just talking about cheating. She's saying that it undermines a movement that she was behind.
She was a big part of. Ashley Graham, arguably the most famous plus-size model in the world. She did an interview with Marie Claire talking about this, and she said it's really disheartening. There was a pendulum that swung that was so body acceptance What?
Yeah, you're reading right.
There was a pendulum that swung that was so body acceptance, positivity, everybody be who they want to be. And now it's going back this whole opposite way that feels like a smack in the face to the women who have felt like they've had a voice.
This is insane. Wow. This is insane.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't?
Well, no, it's just insane that the idea that a drug like this can help people, women and men, avoid diabetes, avoid all sorts of problems associated with obesity, and a drug that you're not shoving it down anybody's throat, but it's a good thing to be healthy and not a good thing to be unhealthy.
Good thing to have the option, and you can choose to do what you want.
But the idea of saying, oh, this is a slap in the face to the positivity movement, baloney. This is an option that people have so they don't get sick and die. How's that?
I think what she's referring to is there's been a big wave of people that aren't necessarily overweight that have been doing it. There's this whole thing of people microdosing GLP-1s and people who, really just want to curb their appetite, like Chelsea Handler.
But those people aren't part of the body positivity.
Well,
movement,
why
right?
are they trying to do it? Like, you know, Chelsea Handler said that she does it not because she's a big girl, but just because she doesn't want to be too full from a cheeseburger.
But that's not about body.
Right. Ashley Graham is talking about people.
That's weird, but she's,
Right.
she's talking about other people. She's saying you should have permission to be who you want to be.
And if
sure
you want to be
should.
overweight, then
you
have the right to do that, right?
But the idea that a drug like this can avert all these terrible diseases, some of which are fatal, and to say, oh, this is a slap in the face to body positivity is insane.
I mean,
it is insane.
I mean,
to
the
say
reality
that.
is, if it's okay, if someone is overweight and they want to remain that way, that's the body positivity moment.
It's their
right?
life.
That you can be happy. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But if someone doesn't want that, that should be okay also.
And also, you shouldn't tell people.
I mean, they're both the body positivity.
Well, yeah, and to tell people, oh, you shouldn't be looking at Ozempic. Oh, right, because you want to get diabetes and die. I mean, it's insane.
Okay, you don't have to bring it back to the death thing.
I'm sorry, but it's true that one of the biggest problem with COVID, the reason most people died, was obesity. And the idea to say, oh, how dare you bring this drug out on the market to make people healthier is just crazy.
I'm Brittany, and I'm from Prince George's County, Maryland. And I partially agree with Ashley here. I mean, I do think that there are celebrities and influencers that are pushing thinness and entertainment and fashion and using GLPs just for the sake of being thinner. And I do worry about what the long-term effects of that are going to be mentally and physically. However, I'm not going to sit here and demonize GLP-1s either. I think that they're definitely helping people that need to lose weight, that have severe obesity problems. And it's a good tool, but it should be used for those who are severely struggling. And ultimately, like, yeah, love your body. That's cool. But we should be pushing for people to overall be healthy and get checked out by their doctors, whether they're thin or not.
Sounds reasonable.
Yep. We like reasonable. Instead of wacky. What? One more take on this thing that made no sense? Can you give me the proper emphasis? There was a pendulum that swung that was so body acceptance, positivity, everybody be who they want to be. That's what I did on the retake, but, you know, whatever, man.
These people out here look like bobbleheads. I agree. Yeah. I don't.
Okay.
A lot of young people on the L.
Branson's walking over to do this with you guys.
How distant of a relative?
Branson, thank you.
Do we need?
We don't need floor for this.
Never mind,
This is just the
Branson. They're
sound.
killing floor.
Yeah, this is the sound, and we're gonna.
Thank you again. Sorry.
Okay, here we go.
One of my favorite daily memes to look for is Marco Rubio doing yet another job. Since he has so many actual jobs within the administration, there's a funny thing where they always show Marco Rubio sitting on the couch and he's wearing something different every day based on another job he's got to do. I had not seen one with him as a DJ. And I think now, actually, this one isn't even a meme.
You should know better than this.
It actually happened.
Remember we had him on the show, and he was talking about his love of hip-hop, so he's into music.
No, we know he's definitely into music. I just didn't know he was actually, you know, spinning.
Well, he's sort of spinning.
He's what? Yeah, well, get the headphones up there, man.
Nah, then.
Looks like he's assisting the actual DJ.
This is like driver's training.
He's got the headphones on, but I need to see his hands on the fader.
Yeah.
This was at a family wedding, and I guess Marco felt like he had something to offer in the way of DJing, so he went up. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. All right.
I gotta say, this is the kind of stuff that works. I mean, everybody knows he wants to be president. Right. He ran once. He wants to be president. There's a big question now. Is it him? Is it going to be Vance? But he wants to be president. And this, you know, it makes me remember when Bill Clinton was on Arsenio Hall and played the saxophone.
Right. You got to do things that make you look very relatable, that you know, you're just the average guy who gets up and DJs at your cousin's wedding or whatever relative it was.
And the other thing is, and I want to say this carefully, but there are a lot of people in the administration who are kind of out there. And I think he's positioned himself as more between the lines. And
he's one of the administration, one of the cabinet members you rarely hear someone ripping or making fun of. Like, I think you're right, because of his job and what he does, he's not necessarily out in front of the more controversial things that are happening.
Yeah, and just his personality is more between the lines than other people. And I think it helps him. And I think what he was doing there, it's just kind of a relatable thing. And, you know, every move now has to be looked at with the lens of 2028.
I want to know what song he actually wanted to play. There's a reason he went up there, right?
Well, you know,
there's some song he wanted to play.
He's deep into hip-hop. He is deep into hip-hop. We know that.
That wasn't hip-hop he was playing.
I understand that. Well, he wasn't.
What's going on?
He was not in full control.
Secretary DJ, what's going on?
You know, right now?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Amazing. So for me, it's moments like this that really strip the politics away. And it's a real person. He has a family. His family matters. And it puts life into perspective. It puts our politicians into perspective. They're human beings too. And I love to see this. I love to see Marco Rubio, especially from my home state of Florida. It's really humanizing, especially in such polarizing times in politics.
Speaking of politics, you want to hear something scary? Jacob and Charlie from our TMZ DC crew, they're at the White House right now.
Yeah. What
could go wrong?
Hopefully we're going to get a report from them later in the show. But yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Great job, Jen.
Okay, 7:42. Let's see.
Going to Ryan Parker's desk, Nick Cannon. Aren't you guys so proud of me?
It's a good question.
See?
Very good question.
Harvey, you'd be really proud. I asked him about a lot of things you would have asked about.
Who?
Nick Cannon.
Oh, good.
I asked him about Trump and Kimmel.
Oh, good.
How long is this? How many bites are there with him?
This one?
This one, I think.
And it can do the tuna burrito at Sweetfin with spicy mayo.
Harvey's got meetings today, guys. That's why
Anything
you didn't
on the
do
side?
lunch. And
Just the spice. Make sure it's spicy mayo. I've said it twice. You've heard that.
You don't want anything on the side?
No. Oh, God. Get me through this day.
get him through this day.
So Nick Cannon, definitely one of the celebrities in town you turn to for parenting advice because, you know, he's got a lot of kids.
He knows a lot about it.
He's doing.
You think
he's doing quite a bit of parenting. But we had him. Actually, you saw him. He stopped in the studio last Friday. We talked to him, but he was on the TMZ podcast, and we talked to him about the fact that his twins with Mariah are both 15 now.
Well, they have to be the same age.
I said that's not what I was saying. They're both 15.
You don't need the word both. The twins are 15.
The twins are 15.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow. Hair splitting. What does he do when it comes to dating? Because at 15, you know, that's the thing that you got to deal with. And he's dealing with it in a very, let's say, controversial way.
My son been dating.
Oh. Really?
And I've allowed it.
Why?
I've encouraged it.
Encouraged?
But
at
my
15?
daughter...
I hope you've been allowing it and encouraging that
No,
too.
absolutely not.
That
Really?
makes no sense. That makes
First of all,
sense.
it's absolutely a double standard.
I hope you know I'm going to be talking about this on the TV show.
You have to, because first of all, and I know I get in trouble a
Yes,
lot because I say
please.
things with my chest, but there is a difference when parenting a son and then when parenting a daughter.
And
I am
26?
Yes, because I am more protective of my daughter because there's things out there that I have to protect my daughter from, like, as we know, there's certain type of individuals that you want to keep your daughter away from. My son, it's a different conversation. My son is not calling me like, Dad, she hit me. He's not doing that. But if somebody puts their hands on my daughter, I'm going to jail.
You're not worried about gold diggers for your son?
No, he got a whole lot of money. His mama's Mariah Carey.
I was wondering when Mariah got to get involved in this.
Okay, hold on.
Interesting.
On a serious note, it is hard to argue with him that it's different because it is different.
I get why people are gonna be, ruffled, very upset about, or gonna be upset about it, but
argue it
is right.
Yeah, argue
I did argue it with him.
but what, he's right.
I don't. Granted, I was clearly the only female in this podcast, and I brought up the fact that that's not fair. In 2026, you cannot have a double standard to tell your son, who is the exact same age, that he can go out and date, but his daughter can't because he's worried about.
Let's just be real. In the real world,
right?
Generally speaking,
yes,
there are places and certain times of day where you don't want women to be, right?
Correct.
By themselves.
1,000%.
As opposed to a man by himself.
1,000%.
The world is generally a more dangerous place for women.
We're talking about 15-year-olds going on a date to go get ice cream or going to the
but
movies with other 15-year-olds.
Well, hold on. You're saying ice cream. And a date can take many forms.
I asked him.
Hold on. Have you ever lied to your parents about where you were going on a date and you went somewhere else?
No, but I have lied to my parents about what I'm doing on the date. Like, for example, like in, no. Like in 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade, everyone tells their parents we're going to the movies. No one actually goes into the movie theater. You hang out at the promenade. You go to
you just admitted what I just said.
But I'm also hanging out with other 15-year-olds.
Hanging out at the promenade.
With 15-year-olds.
While those 15-year-olds are hanging out at the promenade, or whatever you want to call it, they can be exposed to the predators that Nick is afraid of.
So, okay, let me ask you this. If you go on TMZ.com right now, how many articles have we posted of these teachers, female teachers, having sexual...
Not as many as males.
That's a lie.
Not as many as males.
That is a lie.
It's not.
I can guarantee you, if I pull up that website, we have, in the last year, the amount of female teachers that have been predators to their male students.
You're right. I mean, that's
so
in
it's
school,
the same
and that's
thing.
a very serious problem, but that's different from, that's school. The kids can't avoid that, right?
They're hanging out with these teachers outside of school. They're contacting them outside of school. They're sleeping together outside of school.
I know, but name...
So predators are everywhere.
Name 5.
I can show you 5 on the team. There's one every day.
We manage the site and we see it. And yes, it's happened.
Harvey.
But it does happen. It doesn't
but
happen.
We're a little bit off the subject,
well,
which
it's
is about...
not, because it doesn't happen nearly to the extent it does with men.
I have to...
It's just true.
I disagree. And I just think as a woman, I think Nick, and of all people, fine, if you guys are saying the right message, terrible messenger. Love you, Nick.
You can't yell terrible messenger and then go love
First
you,
of all,
Nick.
let me just tell you.
How is he a terrible messenger?
Because this interview went viral everywhere. And the main message that everyone said is how you're basically trying to say you don't want your daughter to date men like you.
No.
Who has multiple baby mothers, who has multiple children.
Nick did this as an adult. So it's different, and he's not talking about that.
So you're making
he's
my
talking
point
about kids.
as an adult.
He's talking about children who are unsafe, and that's what he's talking about.
Per usual, let's just agree to disagree.
No, let's just say we're right.
Hi, my name's Tyson. I'm from North Carolina. And look, I understand wanting to protect your daughter, so I think 2 things can be true. But at the same time, I think you should be preparing her, like what to look out for in guys, what character traits to look out for, instead of just like completely limiting it and like intimidating it. But I understand they're 15. But I'll also say this, at the same time, he should be putting that same energy in his son as well, because if he's worried about the men that are, kind of out there, and I fully agree with that, his son shouldn't even be a part of that, which I hope he's not, but he needs to put that same energy into the son as well.
Can I just say that is an outstanding throw?
Thank you.
I hate that I knew you were going to say that.
He went to the fro because he didn't agree with his point, so he had to.
Oh my God.
You're going to sports with Babcock.
Okay.
That was funny.
Okay. Okay.
One of these days, me and Harvey will agree on something.
I doubt it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
One of these
Bring it back
days.
dabbing, Charles.
Charles, you want to come to a Cinco de Mayo party with me tomorrow?
Oh my gosh, no.
You guys, I'm going to a Cinco de Mayo party in downtown. It's called On a Tuesday. Oh, okay. Well, Charlie's out. Brandon, you coming on a Tuesday with me?
Terrible messenger.
Charles said he's coming on a Tuesday's Taco Tuesday Cinco de Mayo party.
Terrible Messenger is such a good name for a derby horse. Write that one
Did
down,
we call
Charles.
Spencer?
Turn up. Yeah, he didn't answer. We also called from your phone.
Terrible Messenger. Writing that down.
Ready, Danielle? Welcome back to TMZ Live. The celebrity endorsements are stacking up for, is it possible, should I say, that perhaps the next mayor of LA, Spencer Pratt, who is, as we pointed out, very serious about this. Initially, everyone thought, ha, ha, ha. Yes, he's upset about the fact that he lost his house in the fires. And a lot of people, obviously, are trying to come back from that. And Spencer had been sort of a face of that. But does that mean he should be the mayor of Los Angeles?
So let's look.
One of his former co-stars.
Somebody who doesn't live in L.A.
Which seems to be a theme with some of his endorsements. But Audrina Patridge was asked about this and about his candidacy. She's all for it.
It looks like he seems to be, being taken seriously by Los Angeles residents. He's kind of winning polls right now. Were you expecting that when he announced that he was going to run for mayor, that he would go this far in the race?
No, I loved how passionate him and Heidi were just about the Palisades and, being the voice. And then whenever I heard he was running for mayor, at first I'm like, is that a joke? Is that real? And then I started seeing all of his campaigns and his interviews, and I was like, dang, I'm beyond impressed.
Yeah, he's serious.
Yes.
Are you planning on voting for him?
I live in Orange County, so, but yeah.
Okay.
Go Spencer. I think.
So you're rooting for him?
I am. I really think that he would make a change, and he would make sure it happens. Especially with knowing him from the hills and everything, he's determined and he makes things happen.
Okay. So
Boy,
here's
where do
the
we
thing.
start?
I've known Spencer for 20 years, and he's a good guy. Based on my interactions, and I like him a lot. And I think he's done great work with the fires to really kind of highlight the failures of the city. Here's my issue, and it's not just with Spencer, it's with the current mayor, Karen Bass, too. When you're mayor, you are responsible for running scores of departments. You have 15,000 people working for the city of LA. It requires administrative skill. Just because you have good ideas doesn't mean you sit down and you say, wait a minute, what's the Department of Building and Safety doing? What's the Department of Transportation doing? And it's all of a sudden, you are overwhelmed. And we don't put any value in this. And it's like, oh, I really like his campaign ad.
Right. What I heard Audrina saying is that she's rooting for him, that's great. I would expect that she's rooting for him. But that's different from saying he's the right person for this.
And by the way, and I'm not saying Karen Bass is the right person either, because she didn't have any administrative experience.
Right, and look,
it's like nobody looks at this.
Right, and the city's a hellhole. I'm sorry. There's nobody who thinks that this city is in a good spot right now.
I am an old dog now, and I have lived in this city almost all my life, and I do not remember it worse than it is now.
That's what, and I think that's why you've got people who are on both sides of the aisle who are saying, let's give this guy a shot. Maybe what we need is somebody who is radically out of the box. I think that's what a lot of people are feeling right now.
Well, that's how Donald Trump got
right, exactly.
Radically outside of the box sometimes gets you too far away from what you need.
Right. Maybe it might be a horrible idea, Charles. I agree with you on that. It might ultimately be a horrible idea. And it's a long shot that he's going to win, although he is picking up a lot of momentum. Let's be honest.
Look, I mean,
he's definitely picking up momentum.
Karen Bass has this incredible support. It's one of the reasons the guy who does have administrative experience, Rick Caruso,
very narrowly lost her. Right.
It wasn't that narrow, it turns out. He actually lost. He lost by a wider margin than I thought he would.
Really?
And it's because she has a base in this city. She was a congresswoman. But she doesn't have administrative experience either. And look at what's going on with this city. You're right.
I haven't been here that long. I've only been here 13 years, but I've seen changes.
I've been here many decades.
Yeah, no, I know.
And it's terrible. and there
going on a damn near a century.
There are so many problems in this city that are not being addressed properly. And I won't get into it, but I had dinner on Saturday night with somebody
Sounds
who,
like you're gonna get
who was,
into
I'm just going to say this, who was an architect, who was working on a project, and you know this person, where 100 architects were going to donate their time to rebuild Altadena and the Palisades, and the state was actually down with it. Gavin Newsom was down with this. It died a slow death in the city.
Nakia from Los Angeles. Listen, as a millennial, if you would have asked me 20 years ago if Spencer Pratt would be running to be mayor and people would take him serious, I would have told you no. I think Spencer, of course, we talked about it. He means well, but this is the first time that we've actually seen him being serious because unfortunately his house burned down. We've never seen Spencer do the work. And of course, Audrina's going to support. She comes from the Hills. I would actually be surprised if LC, Lauren Conrad supported. But again, he's never done the work. I think some people may disagree when you say that Los Angeles is horrible today. I think for over the years in certain cities and certain parts, Los Angeles has always been what it is. But again, we've never seen him do the work. I've never seen him downtown trying to help the homelessness, try to raise money for shelters. And I just think people just need to be serious in Los Angeles because I live in Los Angeles and do not campaign for Spencer Pratt. That's just what it is. He means well, but no.
Who do you like?
But that's the thing. I like no one really,
Exactly.
but I think
Exactly.
But I'm not voting. But here's the thing though. I'm not putting anything behind Spencer Pratt. And unfortunately for him, I'm a millennial. I've been around watching him on television and I have never seen him do the work, but I'm not voting for Spencer Pratt. I would rather vote for Karen Bass at this point, but not Spencer.
Is all I gotta say.
Going to Anakin.
Oh, God.
On the road again. Here we go again. You want to do it? You like this?
Well, we're not going to do opinions. What are we doing?
Yeah, you're doing it. It's fine. Well, I mean, she shouldn't have put all that eyeliner on.
Nauman, on... What's her name?
Well.
People talking mad smack about Spencer Pratt in the chat.
I mean, if you listen to the SOT, no, but if you want to hear it.
What?
To run off? Yeah.
That's a possibility.
That is a possibility.
Possibility.
No bueno. My bad. So is it LA wants Spencer, the lesser of the two evils? He's a clown. I don't know. I'm still a registered voter in New York,
Yeah,
so,
should be any minute.
you know.
Okay, maybe. I mean, assuming he's on time. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
The sound up is her making fun of it. What was the event she was at? Got it. What? Remember the question you told Brendan to ask his source?
Yeah.
And Brendan, they said yes.
We just don't have it. Okay, here we go.
Well, Olivia Wilde, I think you could say she's fine with the joke.
There's something fishy about this.
She's, or she's at least leaning into some, I would say, mean criticism that's come from an appearance she made at the San Francisco International Film Festival. And a lot of people thought, what the heck is going on with her eyes? They compared her to Gollum. That's not pleasant. But she saw all of this criticism. And she saw this. There's an explanation for what you're seeing there. But Olivia leaned into it and had a little fun with all the criticism.
Olivia Wilde, do you care to address recent rumors that you're a resurrected corpse?
Listen, that is a fisheye lens. And I admit, is that the best? Is that my best angle? Was that my best ever look? No. No. It's startling. It's a startling image. It was a fisheye lens and not the... I don't know why I was so close to the camera. I didn't have to be. That's not the truth. I'm not dead.
How did this get out? Did she post it?
She posted that video.
But if she posted, no, but she didn't post the fish.
The original was an interview that she did.
You would hope to get away with that quietly.
You can see that it's a fisheye lens, right? Because at the bottom, even things are.
So she's laughing. The question is, did it get to her? I mean, she's doing it right, which is to make a joke out of it. But does it upset her?
I don't think it upsets her, but I think she's definitely alarmed by the look.
She was definitely alarmed enough to put out a video responding to it, but yeah, I think she totally took it as a joke. I mean, she should know, right?
Listen,
my best look,
as
right?
a director, when she's doing an interview, she should walk and say, "All right, what kind of lens before we start? What kind of lens are you working with here?"
I got another take. I got another take on this. That you put a video out of yourself looking really gnarly, and then everybody comments on it, and then a week later you do a normal video, and by comparison, no matter who you are, you look hot, because you're comparing it to when you were gnarly. So this is a long play.
I know you think you're playing 3D chess. This is barely checkers.
No. I mean, think about this.
But look, you should go check that lens that we're using right now, because I'm looking on a monitor.
Trust me, in a week, wait. Okay.
In a week, he's gonna come back ripped from the gym.
I was gonna make that joke.
Oh.
Like, you're doing
It's
a gnarly
supposed to
look
start
this week?
right now, so.
Let me see if it's funny.
Yeah, let's
Fish
do
eye
F
lens?
and G and then see where we are. What's F?
I think it works.
Alarming? Yes or no? Alarming? A little scary. A little scary. We could do better. I'll bring my fisheye lens in.
At the wedding party?
What is he saying? What are we doing?
He's just on his own little.
He's just hanging.
Find an alternative so we can tape it.
Downtown LA.
I was like spinach and artichoke.
You're not coming on a Tuesday? On a Tuesday, to go to On a Tuesday, and it is Gotham City, I know, but my friend's hosting a Taco Tuesday. Ryan, you want to come to Taco Tuesday with me tomorrow? Downtown, on a Tuesday. It's at the place, I think it's called the Association. Come with me, you'll have a good time. All right, Ryan Nauman's coming with me to On a Tuesday. Oh, never mind, you won't be coming. Because you'll be sleeping. It starts late. Starts at 10 o'clock. 10 p.m. to 2 p.m.
No, this is comedy.
Oh, we're doing comedy.
On a Tuesday.
Okay.
J-Rock will come.
All right.
He's gonna come. You coming?
Okay.
So you're going to be hearing a lot about comedians this week. The Netflix is a joke comedy festival is running all week in Los Angeles. Pretty much everybody is here. And I guess you could say we were the unofficial start to this week of comedy, because
in a big way.
The TMZ comedy crawl was rolling this weekend, and
it was a great way to kick off this time of comedy season.
The comedy season.
This comedy season. And I don't want to brag, but it just seems like all the comedians in town are fighting to host this bus, because once one of them hosts, they're like, oh, can I come along? Can I come along? So it was hosted by Kat C, but then she brought the Klein Boys and Iana Dutt. They were all great.
There was no room for passengers.
There was almost no room for. I know, leave the room.
Well,
some
they at
room
least
for
gotta
passengers.
pay.
Yeah, next time we'll have the co-host pay.
Okay. Thanks.
No, we're not making the co-host
That's a great
pay.
idea.
Anyway.
That's a great idea. Anyway, so we went to a great comedy bar crawl. Started at the Improv, then we went to the Laugh Factory, where we got to sit in on like 3 sets. 3 different.
This is nuts.
Finesse Mitchell was there. We got to watch Finesse Mitchell. Like, you get to like kind of sit in on a VIP balcony when you're there, and then they just pass around shots. It's amazing.
By the way,
then we ended at the Comedy Store with group shots. I will say something extra special about this night was that the Klein Boys did freestyle all night, but like funny freestyle. So not only are they comedians, they're freestyle rappers, and they freestyled the night away.
Comedic raps.
Comedic raps. I don't know what you call it, but they. 2 in 1.
So it's like a comedy crawl and a music festival rolled into one.
That's it. Exactly. It was just a great start to this comedy season. People need to buy tickets for the comedy crawl.
Yes,
it's
indeed.
only getting better. We have some exciting hosts coming up.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Okay, go to tmztours.com. What else you guys want to talk about?
Hi, I'm Laura, and I'm from Ghana. And today I want to talk about Ashley Graham. I think it was a bit of a stretch when she said it was a slam in the face to body positivity. I think it kind of simplified the case. Yes, now people are shifting more to the thinner, wanting to be thinner side, but Ozempic is a drug that needs to be used by people. But the problem is, are you more concerned about your health or being skinny because it's a trending topic, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always kind of a trending topic, though. You know?
Always has been.
One more.
Hi, Serena here, New York City. I am going back to Olivia Wilde. I just want to say I'm glad to hear she's doing well and that she's not a resurrected corpse. I had suspected as much. I think if there was a mad scientist going around resurrecting dead people, she would be a curious first pick. I'd personally go with maybe Gregory Peck myself. I mean, don't mind if I do, but I thought she looked beautiful. She always does, even if you think she looks like Gollum. Gollum eyes can be a really stunning feature, so love and light to her.
Are you fencing purses?
What are you can't say fencing purses?
What are those?
Those are command strips. There's a lot going on my walls. It happens.
She didn't walk out with a trench coat and go like, oh, check out all these purses.
I'm just
They're
looking
hanging on her wall.
I'm just looking at it. I don't know.
That's personal.
Now she's running a crime ring?
Wall purses.
Gollum eyes can be a really stunning feature.
Charlie just texted
That makes me feel
they're
seen.
waiting.
I think that was the first time we've had someone crush on Gregory Peck.
I literally don't know who that is.
Oh my God.
Old time actor. Long time.
Very
kid.
famous actor.
But apparently she just.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Jones it,
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, we know that. Atticus Finch?
Yeah.
We know that.
Big sexy.
G Block, wherever you want to go.
Right here.
We watched that movie
What
in
are we
6th
doing
grade.
in G?
Drake. Great. We love Drake. They not
Say
like
Drake.
us. They not like us.
Okay, Cavs beat Toronto.
Doot, doot.
Okay.
Well, you got to hand it to Drake. He is doing everything he can to turn the page. He's getting ready for the release of his new album, Iceman, and in fact was shooting some music videos, or a music video. I don't think he was shooting two at a time, for the new album. So things are good in his world. But every time he takes a step forward and tries to get past all that, you know, that thing that happened, we'll say that, the thing that happened with Kendrick, then along come the Cleveland Cavaliers, who won Game 7 against Drake's Toronto Raptors. And yes, at the end of the game, they kind of jabbed at Drake. Not kind of.
Harden's got a timeout. Count goes into Darko Rajakovic over on the sidelines. He was getting pushed back. We got the timeout.
They not like us. Blaring in the arena. I mean, can we just be clear? They Not Like Us is an LA anthem, and all these other cities just taking it so they can take shots at Drake is not the intent. That's not what Kendrick wanted.
This is good for Drake.
Now,
it is good for
How
Drake.
is that good for
because
Drake?
he already lost that battle.
Right.
But it just keeps him relevant. That he's important enough.
They're making him relevant as losing.
Well, because it was his team that lost. And he's front and center. He's got an album coming out. The album's got some heat. He had a really good rollout of the album.
So he wants people to remember that he took a huge L?
It keeps him relevant. He makes a joke out of it now. Win for Drake.
Win for Drake. Fine. I told you me and Harvey would agree on something. I knew it. I knew it. And that is it. It's Drake. Harvey ate you. He ate you up on that take. He ate you up.
History of bad takes.
At
He ate you up.
noon, that's when it starts.
So, guys, it seems like we're going to be
why don't we do this? Let's wait 20 minutes.
We're going to be waiting 20 minutes.
What, do you have an option for...
We probably won't be coming back to you guys, so...
We could do Stefon Diggs.
Ooh, I literally
Why don't we go over to
said-
Lucas?
Is there...
Yeah.
my brother
is there video of her on the stand?
Yes, I just watched it. Saucy.
Okay,
He
let's
gets it
do
from
that.
me.
We'll go over to Lucas.
I literally just saw the lady on the stand.
I saw a photo of her on the
I
stand.
saw her talking on
Yeah.
law, and I was like,
That's my brother doing Senior Assassin, where you have to like shoot other people in the grave with a water gun,
saw that
but you have to
lady.
dress up in disguises. My brother's dressed as an old
lady.
woman.
The one that Stefon, she was like, yeah.
Oh.
They not like us.
What do you? Why would you say that, Tawanda? What the?
He's got a type,
Wow.
and doesn't seem like she fits the bill.
Well, I didn't. I know that huh?
That was it. The course came from like the 14th place, like right at the end.
Okay. That was oh, is that?
Wasn't that great?
Is that him?
This is how he
He's
celebrated.
just chilling?
This is how he celebrated, and that.
Is that right?
You should get an.
No
I mean,
partying or anything.
Food is
Heart
contagious
must
or
have been
what?
jumping
But
out of
I'm
his
looking
head.
forward to sitting down and eating my lunch.
Wow.
Hey, Lucas.
It was really amazing.
I did my Korean skincare this morning. I thought of you. Yep.
Looks great.
Kind of like the horse version of that of the LA
the
Marathon.
runner. I know. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. Okay, here we go.
Are we going to the Lucas again? Okay, here we go. Stefon Diggs in court today for the start of his the trial with his former chef, who has accused him of sexual assault. And she actually took the stand today and revealed that there's a whole other part of their relationship that we didn't know about. At least according to her, this was not just about cooking meals for him. It was about a sexual relationship at one point.
Yeah. And what does she say, Lucas?
She says they first met about 4.5 years ago through Instagram DM. They were friends, and then it turned sexual. And then February 2025 is when he said, "Why don't you come work for me and live with me, make my meals for me?" But it really feels like this stems from an issue over.
Hold on one second. Okay, we just need to know that.
Oh,
so
okay.
now, that was the sound bite, and now Lucas is picking it up.
It really feels like this all stems from an issue over her not traveling with Diggs' camp to Art Basel in November.
She
said
refused to do it.
that he said there was an issue that someone else on Diggs' team, she says, was having a sexual relationship with Diggs. And Jamila Adams, who is the former chef, was accused of kind of sharing that business with other people. And it got back to the people involved, Diggs and his other staffer.
Right.
And so the other staffer said, "I don't want her to come on this trip." And then that's when this all really came
Was
to a
this
head.
before he started with Cardi B?
No, this is around the same time he is with Cardi B.
Ah. Oh, so the plot really thickens.
There are now 3 different women that are being accused of being with Diggs around the same time.
And she's with him or not with him now? I forgot.
I think they're officially not together, but I remember we saw them when he went to the concert.
Right.
And then they left together.
Right.
So
who knows?
I guess
Who knows?
sometimes, some days they're together, some nights.
Sometimes not. Okay.
All right.
Every weekend we put polls up on the website to find out how you feel about things that happened last week.
You all right,
Excuse me. We did it this weekend. Here are the results.
All right. David's murder charge. I think he did it, or innocent till proven guilty.
They're going to go he did it because of the prosecution's brief.
Let's see.
Yeah?
Jesus. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Trump's golden White House. Love it, leave it alone, or 86 it.
Can you say that?
I think you
Did
can.
you say 86?
Well, with some peril.
Yeah.
I think they're going to say 86 it, and they did.
Yep.
Okay.
Go with the Senator Kelly. James Comey's 8647 indictment is ridiculous. 86 means to remove or fire, or good. It's a call for violence.
It's got to be the first, please. Yeah, but not
Yeah,
enough.
but not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, that's Babcock voting.
The Rock pulled over for tinted windows. Yeah, you can't ticket Hobbs. Oh, I got it. Or ticket him just for Tooth Fairy. I think they're going to say Tooth Fairy.
I liked Tooth Fairy.
I think they're going to say that. Yeah, they did.
I hate to admit it, but
okay.
Britney leaves rehab after just over 2 weeks. She'll be fine, or there's more trouble ahead.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if this is wishful thinking.
They want it to be fine, but
wow, look at that.
Wow. Man.
Wow, the Free Britney movement there.
What happened?
Sydney Sweeney shares Scooter Braun pics. She's going to marry him, or she's just having fun.
Ooh,
they're gonna say
what do we think
They're going to
here?
say just having fun.
She's just having fun.
But
Come on.
Don't be so sure.
All right.
Last one.
Megan Thee Stallion quits Broadway. I get it, breakups suck. Or come on. The show must go on. Please be the last.
I should be the last one. Good.
You know what?
The show must go on.
Smart folks out there.
Yeah. Okay, you got that. We'll see what happens with Jacob. Yeah.
All right. Hey. Listen, folks.
Are we all done?
We're all done. I mean, we're waiting to see what happens with our Charlie and Jacob at the White House. But we don't have a video yet because the briefing they're in is starting right now. Ooh. It's very weird to be talking about standing by for Charlie and Jacob at the White House.
It's like, hold on, the two birthday clowns are coming to the wedding.
TMZ, hey, don't call them that. Those are our co-workers.
The two birthday clowns are coming to the wedding.
TMZ, DC.
Did anyone alert the president?
This is a big day. This is.
No, I agree.
By the way, I'll bet you they have told the president.
I bet you they have.
Like, just so you know, sir, you might hear some guy with an Australian accent.
Trigger warning, greasy hair coming down the halls.
And there may also be a Disney Letterman's jacket you see coming around. Don't be alarmed, sir. They've been checked by Secret Service.
Oh, God.
A proper goodbye?
We're not coming back for them.
No.
Well,
so we're going to wait. We may have to come back and we might have to do that live. But
stay tuned to find out.
Yeah, it'll be pretty exciting. You'll see it in the show.
Are they going to talk to Donald Trump?
You'll have to see.
We don't know.
I guess. Oh.
I mean, I'll be honest. We're hoping.
There's some great people at TMZ.
He is in the same meeting that they're going to be in. So
he's going to say like, I heard TMZ was in here. Anyone TMZ guys? And then Jacob's going to be like,
you guys.
Yeah,
horrible
that's
Donald
me.
Trumps.
Okay, good. If I did a good one, I would not want.
Let me hear your Donald Trump
my point is,
impression.
if you don't do a good one, then don't try one.
Let me do whatever I want. How about that? Oh, now we're silencing women.
Yeah.
Right?
You've already been called a misogynist for the day. Let's simmer down.
Goodbye, everybody. Happy Monday.
He just took his mic off and said, repeal the 19th.
Make sure you guys come to Taco Tuesday with me, Charles, Brandon, and Talia in downtown starting at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. We're going to Taco Tuesday.
Okay, we're
Goodbye.
going. Goodbye.